Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. I'm Gilly Rosari. That's my main man, Larry Loper. We are coming from Northern Delaware, hitting you with a WrestleMania recap, an NFL draft recap, and you know that we are involved heavily into the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. So let's get it crack-a-lacking. We do apologize that we are coming to you on this Wednesday. We had technical difficulties yesterday, and we also had technical difficulties last week. There's no reason to harp on it. I'm mentioning it, and hopefully we got it worked out, and things will turn out positive as far as at least this episode of the podcast goes. But
You know what,
let's
Jay?
move. Sure.
Let the people know, man. See, we've been giving you all this good dialogue, man, for the last 2 to 3 years, man. And for us, man, we're trying to reach certain milestones, man, for our show because we want to keep giving you all these hot takes, our greatest opinions, and everything. All right. So for us, man, can you help us get to this 1,000 subscriber mark? That's what we want to do. That's our milestone for What's Good with Gil and Larry. We need 1,000 subs. So please hit the like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. All right. We got to tell a friend, tell a friend. It got to be like the Bourne series with Matt Damon. You know, it wasn't a blockbuster in the movies, but people went and saw it and they said, you know what? You need to go see that movie. But y'all need to go tell people about What's Good with Gil and Larry. All right, man, because you ain't going to get no raw in this, okay? I'm sorry. You got to give him that real quick.
Yeah, you had to give him that. You had to give him that.
Yeah.
So listen, the draft was this past weekend. Let's knock this out. It is very seldom that myself and my fellow hardcore football friends get what they want, but it seems like that happened this year. I'm speaking for me. My top five favorite prospects this year. Number one was Sonny Styles. He went to my good friend Eddie, who is a Washington Commanders fan. He got him. I know he was super excited to get him. He was hoping to get him. Wasn't sure it was 50-50 if he would. He got him. You and I predicted that Washington would get him. They got him. Very happy. I'm very happy for Eddie. Number two was Jeremiah Love. Now, again, as a prospect, I thought, he was right up there. But for position, a little bit of controversy with Arizona taking him because they've already loaded up on running backs. We'll talk about that in a minute or two. Number three, my number three prospect in the whole draft was Caleb Downs. And guess what? My main man, Larry Loper, got his dude. Now, I predicted him a month ago to fall to you. You got him. We're going to get into it in a second on your feelings about the first round and the draft and all that. I know it's going to be pretty positive. My number four prospect was the other safety. It was Dylan Thieneman. That's who I wanted, and I got him. I thought he was going to go to you guys. I thought he was going to go to the Vikings. He fell down to 25. The Bears got him, fell right on their lap. Feels so good, feels so good, feels so good. And number five, my number five prospect, I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. It's the guard from the Penn State Nittany Lions who went to the Baltimore Ravens. That was my number five prospect. Now let's start with my number one, Sonny Styles going to Washington. How you feeling about that? About my good friend Eddie getting looks like the carbon copy to Fred Warner, except he's only 21 years old.
Oh my goodness, man! You got Dan Quinn, who was arguably one of the best defensive coordinators before being a head coach. That's what he was, a defense coordinator. We seen what he did down in Seattle. We know what he did in Atlanta. We definitely know what he did in Big D. Okay, so he does defense, and to get a player that he know he could work with, that can anchor what he needs to do in that middle, that he could replace great production because he just had who was my man? That was Wagner. Right?
Wagner.
Just had Wagner. So now you trade from an agent Wagner who still might be there as a transitional for the young bull. So now you come in as a young linebacker. That'd be perfect for him and Washington. Because you're coming with a defensive minded coach is going to let you just eat. It's gonna
Hmm.
let you eat. It's gonna sit down with you, give you so much knowledge of this game. If I'm coming in as a positional player, wouldn't I want to go to a player a coach I know is gonna bring the best out of me? That's been proven. And for Washington, you needed it. You needed it. This is what you build around. You already got your top guy on offense. Now you start to work on that defense, my man. You feel me? Start getting that back. Get some. Now you go for safeties. You go for corners. But man, you got your middle guy. You get you a strong safety out there. You feel me? What we talking about, Gil? What we talking about? Washington. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he'll be replacing Wagner. Wagner is a free agent, still hasn't been signed. I think this is a plug and play kind of dude. I think he's gonna after mini camp, training camp, preseason. I think he's gonna get the green dot on his helmet, which means all the signal calls will go through him, and he'll be
Okay.
lining up the defense. I think he becomes probably a captain as a rookie. It's ridiculous. He is all that in a bag of chips, and Washington got him. You're going to see him twice a year, so I don't know how much you'll be loving that, but at least he's an off the ball linebacker, so he's not a guy that's going to be rushing the pass or anything like that. But listen, like I said, he's compared to Fred Warner,
Yeah.
and we know Fred Warner is the best middle linebacker in the league, so that is high praise. Now let's go to your team with the two picks. They
Oh my
moved up
goodness.
one spot to get a guy. They moved down one spot to get a guy. Let's start with the first one. They go from 12 to 11 to get Caleb Downs, who is being compared to Ed Reed.
Come on, man.
That's who they're comparing him to.
Come on, man.
Ed Reed. What are your thoughts on getting Caleb Downs and also Malik Lawrence?
Oh my goodness, man. First and foremost, let's talk about Caleb Downs. Let's talk about our 30th ranked defense by far. Okay. We know that we could not stop the back end. We could not stop the big play from happening. We didn't have a anchor in the back of our defense who's going to be able to bring them big hits to make you think twice about going back there, to be able to recover in case our corners get beat because they were abysmal. Um, and then what's the point of bringing pressure up front if your back ain't going to give it away? So now that you got your guy back there, especially being, come on, bro, Ed Reed, the best Hall of Famer. We pray that Caleb Downs will reach up to that status. I pray in Big D that he could reach up to that status. But man, that's the piece that you wanted. That's what we aimed for. We needed something in the secondary, and I am totally satisfied with the pick. It was just the fall into our lap. We predicted them at least go to 5 to the Giants. You know, we thought
Yes,
the
we
Giants
did.
on snag them because of the Ed Reed comparison and being Harbaugh being a coach. So when they
Mhm.
passed on, which for them it wasn't a bad pick with the pick they had got, it wasn't bad at all. You know what I mean? If he's there, you know, they went with Reese. You know, that was a smart pick. It wasn't like a bad pick. I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then my what's call went up to go to get my the Chiefs when they jumped up to get 6 to get Desmond. Yeah,
Delane,
Delane, my fault, Desmond. Mansour Delane. Was it
Mansour
Delane?
Delane. Yep.
Mansour Delane. When they jumped all the way up, I think they made the decision even more prominent. Because when I seen that, I said, "Oh man, Gil might have been
You
right.
got
We
you
predicted
got
it."
a shot, but you had to worry about the Giants at 10. Were they
Yeah,
going to
but
double
then I
down on
figured,
defense?
I figured that they was gonna go offensive lineman though. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it was. I think that was the second offensive lineman to go off the board, and they went back to back.
They
You
went
know,
back to
so
back. Yep.
it was like, why? You know, when you got your quarterback, you got another guy that brings some pressure, right? He's projected. He's a project for the Giants. That's why I think that the Jets took Bailey because he was just more. They felt he was more like ready.
Hmm.
Um, but Reese was it was one or two. It was two or three,
Yeah.
right? So you got that guy. And you got to protect your quarterback, man. You got to protect the guy because he took way too many falls. He was doing way too much, and you know he's concussion protocol. He was in concussion protocol too much last year, and you need him to be upright, not in no tent, no blue tent. All right. So once they went for the offensive lineman, which I thought was a smart pick, you know, Caleb Downs, jump up, don't even play with it, Jerry. Don't even play with it. Don't even play with it, Jerry. No, If that player that we want is there, yeah. And we made up for it because the Eagles, I ain't gonna say they dumb. I just thank the Eagles because the Eagles gave us some more value in the second and third rounds. You feel me? When they jumped up, which I get the pick, they had to. You know what I mean? Because Pittsburgh was on the phone with Mekhi Lemon.
Yep.
They were definitely drafted him. Okay,
Yep.
so Eagles did. So I don't know who leaked it or what happened, but
Mm-hmm.
Eagles had to bust a move. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It just positions lined up well, and we had to pick
Mm-hmm.
to make the move for them. Yep, you can thank us. We can thank you. It's cool. You think what I'm saying? Me, I think that's still a C grade for the Eagles to me because they already got a loaded kind of wide receiver room. Before obviously Brown going away to New England, that's the trade rumors has officially happened, but that's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be in motion. Okay. I still think they need to attack the O line. You know what I'm saying? Because Lane Johnson is getting older. He won't be there that much longer. You know, you bring in a young guy on that OT. Now you get down. In this case, you put him behind a veteran because he's not going to come in immediately. You know what I mean? Put him behind the old veteran and, get the knowledge and juice of the game. So I gave him a C. I gave him a C. I gave us an A. I gave us an A.
I think you got to give yourself an A because Caleb Downs is an A plus prospect at minimum A plus, and you can't go higher than A plus. Now, as far as your pass rusher goes,
Yeah, Lawrence, Malachi Lawrence.
Lawrence, I'll be honest, I didn't really see him play,
Yeah,
so I'm going by other people's opinions, and I also thought um, uh, the other guy, Akeem Mesidor, I thought
Mesidor.
would have been a great pick for you
I
guys
agree.
because you moved down one spot. He got picked at 20.
Yeah,
He got picked at 20 by the
the
Chargers.
Chargers. Now, what do you think about
So
the Chargers grabbing them at?
I
What do
think
you think?
that's great.
You think it's great
I
for them?
think it's great. They needed a pass rusher.
Yeah,
That's what they needed, and they're getting both of their tackles back
yeah,
from the injuries. So yeah, I mean that's to me that's
yeah.
what they needed, and they got it. I think it would have been good for Dallas, but you guys got you got the next pass rusher on your board. Maybe they even had Lawrence ahead of uh um
Yeah,
Akeem
man.
Mesidor, but
Yeah,
I didn't. And I was telling you, if you guys get Thieneman and Mesidor, I mean that's a home run. Well, you got Downs and you
oh,
got Lawrence. I think that's also a home run.
it's a
I
home
think
run.
it's also I think it works out even, to be honest.
Indeed.
And then we got to go to my pick. My pick.
You pick.
I was hoping to get the best available either pass rusher or a defensive tackle, knowing that the top guys were already gone. But when I saw you guys get Downs, I'm
Yeah,
like, well, he's definitely not going past Minnesota. And then Minnesota takes
yeah.
Caleb Banks, the defensive tackle coming off of another broken foot.
You said
I'm,
what? You said what?
I'm like, we got a shot. We got a shot. And then when it was like pick 23 and he still wasn't taken, I said, he's going to fall to us. It's a matter of are we going to take him or are we going to do the positional value
Mm,
BS? We needed a safety.
indeed.
So it was either take a lower prospect because of positional value or take a guy you need. And we took a guy we needed.
Smart moves, Gil.
I
Gil.
couldn't. I was on cloud nine. This was my fourth favorite prospect. I was so happy. So happy for me, because now they can do magic
Yes.
in the secondary.
And you got a good defensive coordinator back
Got
there.
good defense
Yes, you do.
coordinator,
Yes,
picked
you
up
do.
Kobe Bryant in the
Yeah.
offseason, who just won a Super Bowl with Seattle.
Yes, sir.
Kyler Gordon, who is their nickel cornerback, went healthy. We use him in a lot of ways. So now you got three interchangeable parts that won't just be like box safeties. You don't know who the strong safety is. You don't know which guy is going to be blitzing because I'm sure at some point in a game, all three of them will take turns going after the quarterback. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. So I'm very happy with that. Now I got question marks with some of the other guys that they took later in the draft, so I don't give them an A
Okay.
for a draft. I give them B, B minus, because throughout the entire, if you take the whole draft in totality, they only drafted one starter for this year, and that's the safety.
Yeah, the safety.
Even that center who may eventually, Logan Jones,
Yeah.
be the starting center coming into the season. It's going to be Bradbury, who's going to be that's the free agent that they signed a 1 year deal to, who was the center for the Patriots
Hmm.
last year going to the Super Bowl. So I'm thinking a rookie is not going to beat him out, at least to start the season.
Right.
Who knows what injuries and how the season progresses. So everybody else they got is depth, depth. We only got one starter, one
Yeah. Yeah.
true,
You got depth. Yeah.
true pure starter. Even you guys. I mean, I'm not sure that Lawrence is going to start. Is he going to start over Gary?
We don't know. We don't know, man. We don't know. It's going to come down to training camp. It's going to come down to if he impresses enough to get on that field. Um, that's what's going to come down to, man. He's going to have to come show and prove what he got, But on paper, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Right.
If you go to the second round, man, second round, the first round, man, on some real rap, bro. That's like not that far apart, honestly. People get it twisted. It says people drown to the second round. It's still a valuable pick. You know what you're talking about.
Oh
Like
yeah. What are we talking about?
you got 32 positions to pick from, bro. Come on now. So if you're in the second round, bro, you're up there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're up there.
you're up there. Okay, so yeah, I like it. I think that he will be able to compete for the job, and that's what it's for, man. That's what we have training camps and OTAs for. That's what we do, man. Prove it. Go in that field and prove it. Okay. Now, Gil, I gotta ask you a question, brother. In your opinion, I just need who you felt graded high in this draft and who did not, who it didn't make no daggone sense. Because you always got a team that just, I don't know what you was thinking. And you got teams like, yo, congratulations, you scored, you hit the positions. I think that you really drafted well.
Okay, so I'll do well first.
Okay.
Okay. I think the Jets drafted well.
I
Now
agree.
people are going to say, "Oh, they had they had two first round picks, and then they traded up at the end of the first round, so they wound up having three." But you can still get it wrong. You can,
Yes, you can.
and even on paper, even though it looks good, it could be wrong. But on paper, it looks good. It looks really good. So I think the Jets. Um, I think the Giants did pretty well.
Agree. I totally agree with you.
I think Cleveland on paper did well. I think the Giants did well. I think the Cowboys did well on paper. Um, let me keep looking. Let me keep looking. Um, I'm trying not to just go by getting one good pick.
Right.
Um, Yeah, I mean, I guess for sure those are the good teams. I mean, there are some teams that with one pick really it looks like they hit on it. Like I think I think the Saints getting Jordan Tyson, I thought that was really good. Um, I think the Ravens getting
Yeah,
that
get iron
Pens-
on. Yeah. Yeah, the Ravens getting iron on.
yeah.
I out of Penn State. Yeah, I thought it was a great pick. Great pick
I
for
thought
them.
I thought I thought I thought what's his name? Ruben Bain Jr. falling to Tampa Bay works out well
Yeah.
for Tampa Bay.
Now, on
Um
the flip side of the equation, what
uh
it didn't make it. I could tell for me, we jumped off the ball to me, and I think it was a scramble drill. I really think it's a scramble drill, and I was take going forward to the Titans. I think when Jeremiah Love got snagged at 3, which to Arizona, you already got a big running back room, and I get
I
it.
already think that's a question mark, to be
I
honest with you.
already, bro. I was not. I was like, you brought Algier. You got running backs there, and you brought a running back in. Um, Okay, I didn't. No, it was question mark, big question mark. And you said they were going to do it, and they did. I didn't believe they really going to do it, but you said they were going to do it. They was going to go for the best
I was
position
hearing
for.
things. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but I was hearing
I
things. But
wouldn't have
yeah,
done it either.
I mean,
And then
they got James Conner,
yes,
They got Benson, who
Benson,
finished a year for them. They just signed
the
Tyler
year
Algier from Atlanta, and now they got
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
Love.
Love.
Like what? Okay, okay, bro. You got a bunch of running backs. Remind me of Cleveland's quarterback room. I guess whoever pans out, pans out. I guess. Um, then I think by them doing that, which I still don't get it because you still had the defensive player you could have grabbed. You could have got Styles. You could have got
Could have got
Bailey.
Reese.
You could have got Reese. You could have got Lemon. You could have got anybody. You could have got Jordan. I didn't Tate. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Tate, Um, but I think it's because Smith and Jigba Smith, his year, by him having such an outstanding year, being an Ohio State guy. Um, who I was talking to? I was talking to you, Gil, about the Ohio State guys, Ohio State U.
They've been putting out the best wide receivers. They've been putting out the best wide receivers. You look at recent years, what they've been putting out every single year. They're
You're not
putting out the
arguing say
best.
LSU. You're not saying LSU.
Right now, I think they're ahead of LSU. Yes,
Okay, so
because every single year they're putting out top guys. You got Carnell Tate this year. Next year you're going to get Jeremiah Smith.
yeah, Jeremiah
Okay,
Smith is gonna be top guy.
you've got Wilson with the Jets. You've got Olave with New Orleans. You got
Olave, he's good. Yeah,
Smith and Jigba with Seattle. You've got Marvin Harrison Jr. with Arizona. I
yeah,
mean,
but can you
there's
compare Marcin Harrison Jr. to a Justin Jefferson? No,
no Justin
that's a new
Jefferson's
guy.
ahead of him, and so is Chase.
Chase, exactly.
But that's two guys.
They got some other receivers that came out of LSU. I just can't think of top of my
I
brain.
mean, I mean, are we talking about OBJ who came out a decade
No,
ago?
no, no, no. I'm talking about like now. I'm talking about like kind of in the league right now that been doing their thing. Um. Okay, so I believe
I think right now Ohio State is top of the food chain with wide receivers. Right now, what they've done like the last 4 or 5 years, it's them. It's them. To me
did you have
now
Tate?
the
You
question
have
mark
Cornell,
is Carnell Tate has always been a number two. Now he gets drafted at number four. He's got to be the number one.
right? That's the
Number
question.
one at Tennessee.
That's the question. Did you even have him on your number one on your board? Is the number one receiver on your board
I said number two.
too?
I had him number two. I had a healthy Tyson Jordan as number one.
Okay, okay. So you would have if you had to draft if you was the Titans, what would you have drafted if you were the Titans?
I would have Arvell Reese.
Oh, about Reese all day long, all day long. And then,
Or my number two pick would have been Sonny Styles.
exactly.
I would
He,
have
he
had
was available.
both of those Ohio State guys ranked over this Ohio State
Yeah, that's
guy.
what I think it was. I'm telling you, I think it was. It had to be. And it's looking. I don't know, Sulla, man. It's looking. I'm trying to lie before you, Robert Sulla, but it's not looking like you're having the same control. I would think in this situation, being that I'm a defensive guy,
Mm-hmm.
if the top offensive guy went off the board, two of them, obviously Mendoza went to Oakland. He wasn't even in discussion. He went to Vegas. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even in discussion. All right. So Jeremiah Love went off, was the top offensive guy. Why don't I just go defense? It was a no-brainer. Takes the pressure off of me to go get an offensive guy when I could just go get defense, build my defense,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that it had to be it had to be the organization call, man. It had to be the GM probably called it. And if you sat with your head coach and said that we're in agreement with this pick. I don't know, Sulla. You need you need to grow a set, man. You need to grow a set. It's your team, bro. It's your team.
Yeah.
Come on now. That wasn't your pick. I can't
Oh,
see you sitting in that
I
board.
can't see
I
him
can't
pounding the
see you.
table saying,
No.
"We need a wide receiver. He's
Yeah.
got the number four pick, and we need
Come
a wide
on.
receiver."
Wide receiver.
And this is the one.
This is the one. He's going to change the franchise. No, no, no. I don't believe it. You can't sell it to me. You can't. And the second one, and I don't know, bro, because you're playing for backup anyway. But Simpson to the Rams, like
Ooh,
Ah,
Yeah,
ah,
I didn't love that. Don't
that
tell me you're all in on winning this coming season and then draft a backup
I,
quarterback at 16.
I would have got a receiver. I would have. What? And he's not what?
Yeah,
And
and Lemon is there,
and Lemon's there. And what? The what?
and so was Sadiq, the tight end.
Tight end. The what? I'm sorry, America. This is my what? If I had emoji.
Right, he
Hey, should
was
be
there,
my
right?
emoji. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, because
Yeah,
he went to freaking
he went
the
to the
Jets.
Jets
Went to the
at
Jets
six at
at 16.
16.
So he was there. So you went and got, huh? He didn't jump off the board in college. Because nothing
He,
jumped off the board that
he's
said
only got 15 starts, so he wouldn't be the number 2 right now.
no,
He wouldn't even be the number 2, and you
no,
drafted him at
13.
13.
To be the future when Matt Stafford
Yeah, I
retires.
wonder what Stafford thought about this because it's
Oh,
not like he's going to give up any of the first team snaps.
no, no, no. I mean, this is his year. I mean, how many? Come on, bro. It's like how many years he got left in his
He's
league?
probably got like 2 years left.
Max,
So
max.
we're drafting Ty Simpson to be ready in 2 years. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I don't know about that, brother.
I don't know about that.
That definitely score low on my list. Definitely
Look,
score low on my list.
I'm looking at other questionable ones. Do 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 do.
Those are two that kind of jumped out to me. I think that
Yeah.
every other position kind of like hit where it's supposed to hit. Um, I think once again with the Pittsburgh, it was a scramble drill. Cause once their guy got took at 20, I mean,
Well,
20,
they also Tennessee traded up at the end. They moved up from early second round to the end of the first, and they got Keldrick Falk out of Auburn. They got that pass rusher.
okay,
So
okay,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
it's not
not
a
Arvell
fair
Reese,
or Narvel Reese, Gil.
but they did
Oh,
move up to get a pass rusher.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope Tate come in there and shock the world. I hope we do a Muhammad Ali and when he fought George Foreman, or when he beat Sonny Liston. I'm sorry, when he beat Sonny Liston. I shock the world. I hope he does because you got to shock the world with the pick me that high, bro. And I know that they needed a weapon for the young boy Cam. I know they need a weapon for him, man. Hopefully they connect. They have a good connection, and he can bring the best out the quarterback. The quarterback bring the best out of him because you need that guy that you can rely on when you're a young quarterback. Okay. So we'll see. We shall see.
We'll see. Hopefully, our picks turn out. You don't want it to be like 2012, where Harrison Smith was the number 2 safety in the first round, who turned out to be way better than the first safety that was taken in the first round that year, and that was Mark Barron, who
Yeah,
got drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who never really worked
never
out.
really
And they
no.
tried to convert him to outside linebacker, and that didn't work either. And then Harrison Smith, I mean, he might be forced to retire now, but 2012 to 2025, I think you sign up for that. That's a
All day
13
long.
year career.
All day long, man.
That's a 13-year career. Man, if Dylan Thieneman can be that guy, maybe a little quicker, uh I'll take it. Sign me up.
Hey man, I think man, y'all address the issues y'all need to address, man, immediately. He come in, especially with a Flores as your defense coordinator. Come on, bro.
We don't have
Let
Flores.
me not. No, y'all don't have
We
Flores.
have Dennis
Y'all got,
Allen.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. Y'all got what's called. Cause I don't know why. You know why, America? Don't get mad at me, America. Don't get mad at me.
Or do get mad at him. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, please, because he was predicted to go to the Vikings the whole
He
time.
was.
So it was stuck in my brain. Flores
They
stuck in my brain.
they
But
had
I
they
mean,
had
yeah,
him
I'm happy to get
replacing
him
Harrison Smith the whole time.
all whole
The
time.
only person that I saw on every mock draft that had Dylan Thieneman going to the Bears was Lance Zerline on
Wow, he
NFL
called it.
Network. He was the only one.
He called it. So
Everybody else had him going to Minnesota or the Cowboys.
that's why I was stuck in my brain. But you're right. You know, with Allen there, Allen's a great coordinator. He is a great defense coordinator. Head coach, not yet.
No.
Defensive coordinator, yes. Thumbs up. Hey man, we had a great, and I'm sorry y'all ain't get my show last week. I'm mad. But you know what? We're gonna talk about something that happened 2 weeks ago. Hey, my man. Oba, you called it, brother. Oba Femi, way over the top. Way over the top. Way over the top. Way over the top. And man, shout out to Brock Lesnar, man. Great career, man. He did what I thought he was gonna do, man. He took them boots off, man. And this guy, Roman Reigns, is OTC, CM Punk. Great match. Oh, what a great match. Oh, what a great match it was, my man. And I loved it because there was no interference. It was no funny stuff. They just wrestled. It was a great match. They had to make up for day one because I was not impressed with day one, Gil. I just wasn't. It was fast.
Mhm.
The matches were too quick. Nothing jumped off the board and said, "Hey, wow, great, pay my money. Couldn't wait to see it." Woo! It wasn't that. It wasn't Philly. It wasn't Philly. Because Philly performed both nights. It was great, you know. But they made up on the second night. It was no weak matches. Every last one of them Jones was like that. And to spark it off with Oba, the Oba, he's way over. You know, Trick, I love what they did with Trick. I knew he was gonna come up. I love what they're doing with
Mhm.
Trick Williams. I love it what they're doing with Trick Williams. I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming, man, because he was the guy in that NXT. He was that guy. So his leap. I'm just loving what I'm actually. I gotta applaud the WWE, Gil. In my opinion, I don't want to make this black white thing. I hate when people pick the card, the race card up. I hate this that card. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Give me some more cards. Don't use that one. All right, but I'm glad that it's starting to transition and understand this talent all the way around the border. You feel me? And this is the first time in recent years I can recall that the roster kind of represents us. It's not no like a gimmick that's not like believable gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to the
Mhm.
junkyard dogs. We're used to the Papa Shango. We're used to Godfathers. We're used to these tricked out characters, right? And I believe that Trick Williams is a guy that you could see. That's a guy you could meet. You come across a Trick Williams in our society. You feel me? Arrogant type of guy, super confident, cocky, hip hop, talk slick. Big the lingo. That's us. Okay. They brought the girl Lashley's up. You know what I mean? She's something that we can identify with. I love what they did with Jade. Man, she's Storm. I don't care what you tell me. She's Storm. If Storm could be a wrestler, she's Storm. They did a great job bringing Storm. With Bianca. Even though she's having a baby, Bianca. I'm just looking at the roster, how diversified it's become. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
these guys are really getting shots. They're really getting good matches. They're really getting brought up the right way. Shout out to Booker T and all the guys that had to sacrifice back in the day to even make this possible. You know what I mean? And look at it, the Samoans, man. Because back in the day, the Samoans wasn't getting the burn as they should be getting now. They run the industry, man. You gotta think about it. Romans, the Rocks, the Usos, all these guys coming up, the Fatus. Come on, man. Like
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, one of the greatest woman wrestlers to do it. And I love the way that the women, how they transition from the pretty girl divas
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
wrestlers. Like they really
Mhm.
got wrestlers. Like them girls really are great performers, man. And I'm
Mhm.
happy for the women too, man, because they're really bringing up great talent. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie McCoy and all these. This is great. It's just great. As much as we get on about the stale storylines, we gotta give them the flowers for what they're doing for us transitioning and bringing this new era to know what they're seeing the YouTubers and it's just you gotta have the vision, bro. You can't be stale, okay? Because you know what you can do with stale bread, you can make croutons, okay? What you can do with stale bread, you can make croutons, so you can use stale bread. Talk to me, Gil. Just talk to me.
I mean, there's nothing that I can really dispute. The big thing in the last less than a decade is the women. They've gone from eye candy bra and panties matches to now legit wrestling matches. I mean, they even a few years ago had a pay-per-view where it was all female matches. They created a Royal Rumble just
Yes.
for the ladies to kick off the Royal Rumble, which is outstanding. Io Sky is one of my absolute favorites. Favorites. Love Io Sky. I love Asuka on the mic, even though I don't understand what she's saying. I love her. Um, So many, so many. Becky Lynch
Becky
is
Lynch,
back with the
man.
title.
Oh,
Your girl is back with the title. Um, yeah, I mean it's awesome. It's awesome.
yeah,
I don't
real,
like every
real,
storyline, and I
real.
think they shift it a little too quickly at times. But nothing's perfect. And Obafemi, I mean, that dude is
Oh,
over. I
over,
mean, he
over.
is so over right now. From the moment they play his music
It's just a,
the lights come and
oh,
how they have the camera and they make him look huge, and then
yeah,
he's walking down there and the crowd is
over.
oh
Man. Ooh.
and he went out there on Monday Night Raw
Yes,
and
sir.
said that he announced the Oba Invitational where every week somebody in the back can challenge him already. This dude, he's
Just
ready. I mean, he is what Brock Lesnar was, the next big thing.
he was, man, and it was
He really is.
it was a great transition. That's how you do. Or you got to make them over.
That's how
It's
you
crazy.
pass the
That's
torch.
how you
That's how
pass
you
it
do
through.
it.
It's crazy, bro. I was looking at the Hulk Hogan documentary. I don't know if you saw that on Netflix.
I'm gonna mention that at the end of the show.
Okay, okay, because I was watching that and I was just like, in true Hogan fashion, because we're talking about, he could, like you do, you pass the torch on, and he did not want to pass the torch on to Ultimate Warrior. He
No, he
fought, he
didn't.
said, yeah, but then he gonna say it in the interview, and you gotta be able to read through the fluff, y'all. Y'all gotta read through the book. Yeah, it's his documentary, I get it, but this is the problem. You gotta identify the problem too. That was the problem right there. Feel me, Terry? You didn't want to pass on the torch. Okay, the Hogan gimmick was over. It was over. You did what you had to do. You was a guy in the '80s. Great. They transitioned for you to come into the game, right? What was it? Ted DiBiase? Who was it that transitioned him into the game? When the Hogan
Yeah.
came in, it was Ted DiBiase,
Uh,
right? He ain't have no problem. He was a guy. He had
mhm.
no problem saying, "Okay, you got this new engine. We're gonna get behind you, kid. I'm gonna make you look excellent, kid. I got you, kid." Don't come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. We understand what Ultimate Warrior and the things that went on behind the scenes. We get it, right? But to this day, it's the worst decision ever made. Worst decision we ever made. Come on, stop it, bro. Why? So you can hold on to Hulk Hogan, the ego.
The
Come on,
ego.
stop it. The ego, stop it, bro. He was the guy. He was the next thing. You had to make him look good.
And what I don't like
Come on.
about it is, Hogan, he and Warrior before Warrior died, like literally that weekend before he died, the Hall of Fame and all that. They kind of saw each other, they made up, and Warrior was like, he was a little bit hesitant, and Hogan's like, no, 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 don't believe everything, and no, we're good, and stuff like that. And now since Warrior's been gone, he's like, oh, worst decision Vince McMahon made. Dude, stop talking smack about Ultimate Warrior.
That part, bro.
They were done with the yellow and the red and yellow. They
Yes.
were done with it. They were
Done with it.
making a transition. Just like Andre passed the torch to you, it was
Yep.
your job to pass it to Warrior. And if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. You ain't gotta be like, oh, it was the
Nope.
worst decision that Vince McMahon ever
Come on,
made,
bro.
and blah blah blah. You could have
No,
helped him out. You
no.
could, and instead of being bitter, and
Here
I'll
you
wait
go.
till this fizzes out, and then I'll jump back in again, and I won't let Bret Hart be the man because I'll take it from him. I'll beat Yokozuna and stuff like that. Yeah, I get you want there's a financial gain by being the guy. I get that, but you were the guy for a long time.
Was,
A
bro.
long time. And you could have helped transition these guys and you wouldn't do it. That doesn't work out for me, brother. That's his famous line. Whenever they wanted him to lose or
It
something
doesn't
like
work.
that, it was yeah,
Bro.
that's no good for me, brother.
It's about me, 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 not the business. Me, 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 me.
Right.
And that's why a lot of
Selfish.
people don't have a lot of good things to say about Hogan and why his legacy is tarnished to his degree is because of the self entitlement, the ego. It's a character, bro. You max out the character. That's why we love the Steve Austins. That's why we love the Undertaker. That's why we love them type guys, man, because it was about the business and they understood about the character. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. Come
And
on,
and
bro.
and look, because that character ran its course, he was able to transition to Hollywood
It
Hogan.
was.
And look at how the NWO was. I mean, they were like the number one friend. People still talk about the
They were.
NWO,
They
and they
were.
don't talk about the 50 guys that were in it. They
No.
talk about Hogan, Nash, and Hall.
Hall. That's it. The original. That's what they talk about. When I think
Hmm.
NWO, that's all I see.
That's all I think about. I don't
When
think
I beat
about
the
all these
January
other
X, I
guys.
see as Hunter, the 1, 2, 3 kid, and freaking China. You know what I'm saying? And Shawn Michaels. That's all I see. I don't know the
Right,
attachment. If you take the Shield, you already know what the Shield was. Cool,
right.
iconic, right? I just had to mention that, man, because I believe that once again, I'm gonna give they flowers, and then again, we gotta point out sometimes the storylines don't make sense. But once again, you can't be perfect, bro.
You can't be perfect, but WrestleMania Night 2 in particular was excellent. Night
Excellent.
1,
Yeah,
because the matches were short.
they
But
were,
Night 2 they really laid into it. So
bro.
hopefully Vegas doesn't host it again next year for a third year in a row.
Nah, nah,
Come on.
we got no, man,
Yeah,
no, we got no,
yeah, we
Vegas.
gotta move. We gotta move it
We got to
around.
move around. Come
We
on, we
gotta
got
move it
to
around.
everybody.
And I don't want it
Stop.
going to Saudi Arabia either.
No, no,
No.
no
With that
Dubai, no,
quiet crowd and the
no.
women wearing outfits from their neck
Well,
down to their boots,
well,
showing no skin.
it's it's the culture,
I
man.
know, but I don't want that.
Yeah, so for the Americans, that's not something that I would want to privy to. No, that ain't what we do.
No.
So no. So I get it. In other sports, we could do it. Not WrestleMania. It's just not. It's
No.
just, you know what to get. You know what you get in WrestleMania. If it's and going against the culture, and I get the culture. You know what I mean. Obviously, I know the culture. That ain't an event we need to be having over there. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need to be privy to everything.
Mm,
Okay, over in America, unfortunately, if it goes against certain principles. Okay, it's okay.
correct.
It's okay. It's cool. Watch it on TV. You don't have to be live. You know what I mean? No, we ain't got to worry about the convictions and what we supposed to do, ain't supposed to be doing. It's okay. You dig? But moving forward, because it's heating up, it's been heating up. I got to talk about the NBA playoff full swing, brother.
The association.
Brother of another. It is so juicy right now. I don't know if you understand. It's like a peach. It's a peach right now. It's so juicy.
Well, I know you're feeling good because your Knicks are about to
What?
win this first round
What?
series.
Boy, did you see the SmackDown yesterday? Did you see the SmackDown we put on them boys? Hey, Gil, we beat them boys so bad they had to call their mama for help. You hear me?
Mhm.
We beat them so bad they called. You ever beat by so bad yo, stop beating them like that. He had enough. That's what it was yesterday. We put on them boys. Stop beating them like that. He had enough. Stop it. It's over. Throw in the towel, Rocky. It's
Yeah,
over.
the only bad thing about it is in this first round, there's been about 11 games like that where
Yes.
they've been very one-sided.
Well,
And in the NHL, there's been like 3. So
boy,
once again, proven to be true, the
bro.
first round of the playoffs, the NHL has got it on the NBA.
Yeah,
They just
Well,
do.
it's hockey. If you know anything about hockey, first and foremost, it's going to be super duper competitive because you're getting the best goalies, you're getting the best lines, you're getting the best. Okay, it's totally different. Scoring is it's hard to come by in playoff hockey. Hell, I get to that because we just had to close it tonight, and I get to that when we get to the NHL playoffs. But I just want to just go over these games real quick and just give you a synopsis real quick. I know you got my boys with Atlanta. I know it's going to be an interesting series. They're a very talented team, man. They're coming up the way they're supposed to. If you know, it's the 2 games we lost, man. We lost by less than we lost both our games, small margins, 2 or 3 points, right? We blew them out. That's when we played on top of our game. I don't think that it's a team that could beat us when we played on top of our A game. I mean, defensively locked in because yesterday we put on a defensive clinic. We was locked in. The only qualms I have is Cat, and I'm going to say this because it just is what it is, bro. He is soft. I've seen so many plays when he could have posted the little guy up, Gil. I see so many plays when this guy could have posted the little guy up, Gil. And what he does for some odd reason, he has a problem with posted, man. He does not want to play it big. He does not want to play big. He starts the offense at the top of the 3-point line, man. Like, why? And I'm telling you, I've seen him when it was like, if you get a good switch off real quick, you could post him on the block. It's easy as barbecue chicken. But then I
Ha-
see why. I see
Haven't we
why.
haven't we said this that he does not have a
He
high
don't have it.
basketball
He
IQ?
doesn't.
He
He doesn't.
doesn't.
He doesn't. He
He
doesn't. And
doesn't.
I've seen it, bro. When he had the guard on him, I'm like, what are you doing? His footwork is bad in the paint. I see why he doesn't post. He doesn't work on that part of his game where he has a drop step, where he has, when Embiid, I say a lot about Embiid. Yeah, he'll take some threes, but that's what Embiid will do. Put you on the hipper. Yes, he did. You see what he did yesterday with Boston. He went to work. That's Embiid going to work. That's when Embiid's a problem. That's when he's comfortable because you can't guard him one-on-one if he plays his game. You just can't. It puts a lot of pressure on your bigs, okay? Now you let your guards play. Paul George starting to come in. They're dangerous if they could get it. They're going to be dangerous if they could get it. My thing was, and I'm glad we're talking about it now, Gil, is the fact that they don't guard the three-point well. And I think yesterday Boston's had an off game when it came to the three ball. We seen what they could do when they're on. Peyton Pritchard thought 32 on them boys. Like it was him in the ball. It was him in the ball rack. That's what it was. Okay. So when it goes to Philly, what Philly has to do, because now you got momentum, and sometimes being home with momentum, because it's like Boston was supposed to be a closeout, and they just didn't get the job done. Okay. So now you're going to get a focused Boston coming to town tomorrow. They're going to be focused. All right. They're going to be crisp. Okay. They're going to be
Like an
open.
apple.
Like app. Yeah. They're going to be crisp. You have to defend that 3-point line. You have to. You can't get beat by the three ball. You can't get beat by second chance points because they was getting killed on the rebounds. I'm talking about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in one shot, for open three. So if Nick Nurse and them boys could go in there and handle some business, it could push it to 7. They could push to 7. I
Man,
don't see
I am not a betting man usually,
yeah.
but I can almost guarantee Boston wins this game
And it's gonna be a blowout
because
fashion.
because Embiid doesn't have good back-to-back games.
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
doesn't. So
Mm-mm.
he's going to
No,
play. He's going to have a bad game, and Boston's not going to, again have another bad 3-point shooting
no,
night. They've already had 2 this series. They're not going to have a third. I think
we're
they're
not.
going to shoot the lights out. I think they're going to win big.
Yeah, I do
I think
too,
they're going to
bro.
win by like 15.
I'm in agreement with you. I think it's over. I think it ends tomorrow.
I
Um,
think it ends tomorrow too.
and another one, let's talk about the Detroit won tonight. So now it goes it's going to 7, it's going to 6 at least, right? It's 3-2 Orlando, just 3-2 Orlando. Man, I knew it was gonna be a tough series. And you called this though. You called it, Gil. You said that with Detroit by Kate Cunningham not having a second option to go to, that it was gonna be hard. And I said this is my dark horse to go all the way, but it's just the matchup. Orlando is a problem, man. The matchup. It just the matchup. Um, Man, it's a lot of pressure going back to Orlando, but I think Detroit can push a game 7. I still think they could push the 7. If they go back to Detroit, then they could close it out. But this game in Orlando is going to be crucial. To me, this is the series. Okay.
Mhm.
But I still, it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard, man, because them boys in Orlando going to come play, bro. They're going to play.
Orlando in 6. That's my
Yeah, it
prediction.
might be Orlando in 6 too.
Orlando in 6 because the thing is Detroit in the regular season overachieved
Yeah,
and Orlando underachieved.
they did.
And
Yeah, you know what? That's a
styles
good
make
point.
fights.
You're right. That's a good point. You're right. Orlando did underachieve, and it's not like I was talking to somebody earlier when I was telling them that this, if they lose to Orlando, it's not like when Golden State beat Dallas that year, and it was such a big upset, or when Denver beat who Denver beat that year, bro? When
Seattle.
Seattle. Now that was because they was predicted to go to the finals type team. You know what I mean? We didn't, even though they had a strong year, we didn't think that Detroit was going to go all the way. So if they lose to Orlando, it's not like a significant, wow, the number 1 seed, whoa, what to shake the world. It's no, because we thought that Orlando technically was going to be a better team this year,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the addition of Bain. We thought they were going to
Mm-hmm.
be better. So they're just a hard team to play in
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. It really is. Last year was a hard matchup for Cleveland to play. And speaking of the Cleveland and Toronto series, now it's going back to Toronto, and it seems like the home team's hold serve, bro. It's 3-2 Cleveland now. It looked like the home team hold serve. I think it might go back to Cleveland. I just think that
I
the
think it will. I think that's going to be a 7-gamer.
7-game series, as it should be. It's a 4 or 5, bro. It's 4 or 5, right? And then when in my next, we'll close out in Atlanta 4-6, 4-2. We'll close it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, because that's when Brunson plays the best game is in
Mhm.
closeouts. I promise you, we'll knock them out. Okay. Shout out to Atlanta. Great year for y'all guys. Shout out to my Knickerbockers. Love you boys. And as you're seeing, it's gonna be Philly, y'all. It was a good fight, but you're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And it's crazy because you go to the West Coast, it's the total opposite comparison, bro. Total opposite. No struggle bus for the top two seeds at all. bro. Okay, see, business as usual. What we talking about, Gil? What we talking about, Gil? It's business as
Mhm.
usual. They won by at least by 17, bro. They
Yeah.
averaged. It wasn't even a series, bro.
No.
SGA is that guy. That team is that team.
That team is that team.
It's that team. They're a beautiful thing to watch. I love watching OKC play. I swear I do, man. I just love it. And Wemby, what we talking about, Gil? We talking about what? They young.
Whoa.
We talking about what, Gil? They young.
Let me tell you, Portland had a
Young.
real shot in this series when Wemby got hurt,
Eh,
and they did not take advantage of it.
bro.
Wemby did not play game 3, and San Antonio still won.
Still want, bro. The core is that good. I was curious because we talked about it in the draft. We talked about it, Gil. I said,
Mhm.
man, they're gonna draft a guard, which was Dylan Harper was the number 2 guard you're gonna get, right? And we was like, man, they already got Fox there. You got Stephon Castle, who just won the Rookie of the Year, and you bring another
Mhm.
guard in. It works.
It works. He
It
comes off the
works.
bench. He's
Oh,
instant offense.
it's an offense. And then Steven Castle is just a defensive. He's a stopper, and he can score. And then that connection between him and Wemby, and then Fox is that guy where you can really go to and say, "Yo, bro,
Mhm.
just go ahead and close this out. Just go to work." It's such a beautiful dynamic they built there, and it's such in San Antonio fashion. They just don't miss the mark, man. It's just they buy into the philosophy of team, man. They really do.
Mhm.
The ego is out the door. And for Wemby to play, I know he loving it because he's like, man, I got to play with some guards that are unselfish. I can play
Mhm.
my game. Nobody's caring about the stats. None of that. We just want to win. I love teams like that. Same
You
with
saw you
OKC.
saw yesterday Wimbayama not scoring a lot in the first 3 quarters, but
Oh,
still dominating.
oh my
That's the
God.
kind of player he is. He
Come on.
doesn't need to have 30
No,
points. He
no,
doesn't.
no.
How many block shots did he have? 7
Seven,
yesterday?
7. Get it out of
7.
here. And I'm talking about emphatic change the game. Get him out of
Mhm.
here. Don't you know
Mhm.
when I'm balling with a big like that, I get so motivated as a guard to do me because I get to lock up and know that even if I get beat, my big man is going to bank up for me. Don't you know you can be extra aggressive with your defense when you got a guy that can make up for the back end? It's just a beautiful way to play ball,
Mhm.
bro. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And oh my God, I was looking at the guy and I'm like, and a unanimous defensive player of the year. No question. Not a Rudy Gobert moment. This is the real deal. Okay.
Mhm.
So many accolades going to go to this young man. We're transitioning over to the 1B era. I'm loving it. I'm loving the young talent. I swear I'm loving the young talent, brother. And to have San Antonio, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And we talked about the Lakers getting swept. I think we missed that one.
We missed that
I
one.
think we missed that one. We didn't. LeBron didn't get the memo. Luke Kennard didn't get the memo. JJ Redick didn't get the memo. Hell, Bronny didn't get the memo.
Well, it also doesn't help that
Come on, Gil.
Kevin
Come
Durant
on, Gil.
isn't playing.
Come on, Gil. Come on, Gil. I
It
get
doesn't it
Kevin
doesn't
Garnett.
help. This is a 25-point scorer or more, and
You
he's not
right.
playing.
You right. So
He's
they
not
don't have enough
playing.
in the core. They don't have enough in the core players to get it over the hill.
Well, they got no point guard, and their
Mhm.
best scorer isn't playing.
Yeah, so to their credit, all right, we'll give them a pass, Gil. But did you
I'm
see
not
them?
I'm not giving them a pass. I'm just saying it's not. We thought they were going to
Yeah,
have a
we
full
did. We thought
strength
that. Yeah, we did.
roster
We did.
against a weakened Laker team.
We
Well, now
did.
Austin Reeves is expected to
Oh
come
my god.
back
Oh my
for the
god,
next
brother.
game.
Oh my god. It's over. It's
It's over.
it's over. It's over. Oh, it's
Now they now
over.
now they're gonna get they're gonna get smacked around by
Yeah.
OKC.
Yeah, because yeah, the dream ends. The reality kicks in and the dream ends. Okay.
But
Yeah, the
that but
great
that's but
dreams.
that's all right.
It's okay.
It's
You
all
playing the
right.
best team in NBA. It's okay, Bron.
And
You know,
they're gonna do it without Luca because Luca's not gonna be back
he's not
for
gonna be
that
back.
series.
That's crazy, man. Man, Luke, it'd have been I ain't gonna
That
be
that
that.
would have that would have been pretty nice to
It's been a
see.
nice series though, because Lucas still is still a liability on defense.
He
Um,
is, but he
but
but he can score
he can
60.
score 60. You right about that. And then Minnesota, man, it's a whew. Ant-Man, is he gonna be back?
That's in they say that he is not expected to come back for this series.
Oh,
So that means they lost
oh,
DiVincenzo and Ant-Man,
and
but
now
they're up 3 games to 1.
two.
Oh,
They
three, yeah,
won.
because Denver just
Yeah, they
won.
won last night, so it's gonna be hard, bro. You're not
That's
beating
gonna
Joker.
be
You're not beating
hard
Joker without your top guy. You're not beating Joker, and you're not gonna get 32 out of Desambo again. I mean,
again.
it's not happening. He just heated up like he heated up, but you're gonna need all your players to step up in order to beat fully staffed Denver with no Ant Man. DiVincenzo was cool and all. That's not a big loss. But no Ant Man. Randall could have a big game, they still won't win. He had 27 the other night. They still won't win,
Mm-mm.
because you know how Randall get. He'll force it. Pressure is not for that guy. It's not. We had him. Trust me. He'll force the game. And he'll put up 27, but he's going to shoot 20 times when he make 9. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm telling you. So hey man, it's gonna come down to real good coaching on Finch part if they're gonna get to that next round. Because I don't see them, even with home field, I don't see them beating Denver with no Joker. Nope. Nope.
I want Denver to win
I
because
did.
I want to see Joker and Wembayama.
Wemby, oh my God, just the future against the best center in the game. Oh,
Yeah,
what a storyline! What a
yeah. I mean,
storyline!
look at the last time they played each other in a regular season. Joker hit
Yep,
that
yep,
shot over Victor to win
yeah,
it.
yeah. And you got one team's going to come with super high confidence. And then you got another team who just, they had to fight a tough opponent in Minnesota. You got talent who we believe we're the future against this team that feel that we have balance and we have the number one player. What a storyline to build around. I love it. NBA, congratulations. Y'all finally starting to get it right. I love y'all.
I think the conference games are going to be really good because I think it's going to be OKC and San
Yes,
Antonio
sir.
against Boston and New York.
Yes, sir.
That's what I think it's going to be,
Again.
and that's going to be good.
Again. Hold up.
That's going to be good.
Again. Hold
Maybe
up.
we should go to Xfinity Live and check out one of those
Oh, that would be
games.
awesome. Gil, that would be so awesome. Gil, you know what, Gil? Gil,
Hmm.
that can't work that way. It can't. You know why, Gil?
Why?
Because we got to play them next series. It won't be
Oh,
for,
Boston.
yeah, we got to play Boston next round.
They're the number 2 seed, and what are
Yeah.
you?
We're
You're
the number
3.
4. We're 4 and
No,
5.
wait a minute.
What up?
Oh, because
Yup,
Detroit.
Detroit. Yup. But no, we're the 3. So Detroit would have to play the winner of Cleveland and Detroit
No,
would
wait a minute. What's Orlando's seed?
Orlando's the eighth seed. They were the blind. They were the
So
playing
why wouldn't Boston play Orlando?
because they're the second seed. They're playing the seventh seed right now. The seventh seed is Philly.
And what's Orlando?
Eighth. They're the playing team.
But what I'm saying is so Detroit's the first seed. If they get eliminated, the next
It's
top
right here.
seed is
No,
Boston.
it's right here.
So
Look,
wouldn't Boston play the lowest seed?
no, they will play. No, they will play. Do they got it up here as being? Will they play low seed or is it just?
I think they would. I think Boston would play Orlando, and the Knicks would play the winner of
No, no, they got it. No, no,
Toronto.
I don't think so. I think they got it where it would be man. If it is because they got it this way right here. They got it where's the eighth, 1 and 8 team will play the 4 and 5 team. It doesn't matter. And then the 2 and 3, 2 and 7 will play the 3 and 6. That's how it's designed. I don't think it will switch up because of the seeding.
Well, the 3 and 6 is New York, Atlanta.
Atlanta, right?
New York wins. Let's say Cleveland wins. So you're okay.
Yeah.
So
Cleveland would play either Detroit or Orlando. That's what's going to be the
no Detroit. Detroit's out.
yeah. So
Detroit loses to Orlando.
they'll have to play
Okay.
Orlando.
Orlando will be the lowest seed in the next in the next round.
So if that's
Boston
the
would be
case,
the highest seed in the
so if that's
next
the
round.
case, Boston will play. Hold on, let me see, man, because I don't want to get the people false information, brother.
I feel like Boston, as a number two seed, would take on Orlando as the eighth seed, the highest to the lowest. And then the Knicks would play Cleveland or Toronto. That's what I'm thinking. I don't see like the Knicks the three seed against Boston the two seed. I don't see that. I don't see that anyway. I don't. To me, you still have.
It's the truth. It's the same. It doesn't matter. It says that it doesn't matter. It says even though if they win this, if they beat Detroit, they will play 4 or 5 seed. It doesn't switch off who's the highest seed and lowest seed anymore. It's literally who's in that bracket.
So they don't. The NBA doesn't
No,
reseed.
they don't reseed. It's
Well,
whatever it is.
that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible.
Yes, that's how it go.
That's
So yeah,
absolutely
yeah, they
terrible.
didn't, yeah, because when they didn't go that way that year when what's called won. Yeah, they didn't play the second highest seed. They played whoever's next in that division and next up in that matchup. When Detroit, my fault, when Denver had beat Seattle that year, they didn't play the highest seed next. They played whoever was who that was supposed to play, or Seattle was supposed to play next. Yeah, they don't
That's
receive.
that's dumb.
Yeah, so
That's dumb. You got the highest seed, the number two seed, and they're not taking on the lowest seed. They would take on the Knicks. So you
yeah,
got to have a two
next,
three matchup in the second round. That's
yeah.
stupid.
Because
That's
technically
dumb.
they look at it as supposed to be the 1 and the 4 is supposed to match up if everything go well.
But the one lost. So why don't you reseed? The one's gonna lose.
Silver, Gil want to know why don't y'all reseed?
Yeah,
You
I
got
want to
to
know
send it to the
why.
commissioner. You got to put this letter into the commissioner. Hey, our fans who are watching the show, do you believe that Gil is correct where it should be reseeded and the second best team plays the lowest seed, or should it just be what it is right now on the screen? We need to know. And if Gil's right, we need to find a petition so we could go ahead and go to the dumb meetings that they be having so we could talk about this seeding crap. Okay.
That's
We
right.
don't want to reward the high seed by playing a tougher opponent when they could
That's
play a
right.
weak one.
Right. Because I would much rather see Boston and the Knicks in the conference
You
championship.
don't want to see Boston and Cleveland. You don't want to see the
No,
Knicks
I
and
want to
Cleveland.
I want to see New York against Boston. Cleveland, give me a break.
They got
Give
James
me a
Harden.
give me a break. Dude, I know you're not being serious. I know you're being sarcastic.
They got James
I know.
Harden.
Yeah, they got Harden.
They got
They
James
got
Harden.
Mitchell.
They got Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, bro.
Yeah,
That's you win
two
championships
two
with them
two
guys.
guys that don't win anything. Get out of here.
Yo, before this go show, because we get we talk, but the NHL,
Mm.
what what? Hold up, man. What? You mentioned it because you mentioned it, so I guess we gotta talk about it. We can talk about it. Let me bring up this picture because I want to let the world know what we see so they can see it with us. Okay. Now, as we know, that was a joke. Like, come on, the Cavs were the best team, and yeah, Avs are the best team, and yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It was no surprise in that series, was it, Gil?
No, I mean I'm not saying that they would have swept them,
I
but
did.
uh, but we
I
thought
did.
for sure Colorado
I
was
did.
going to win.
I did. I seen Sweet all day long. They're that good. They're that good, real good. And the Kings, not taking them from the Kings, man. They had a great year, but you went against the best team. They broke a record this year, bro. You're tripping. They're that good. They really are. I knew this series was gonna be rough,
This
man.
this 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 is not right because the Hurricanes took on Ottawa
All right, you're right. You're right.
and
I'm sorry,
Boston
brother.
took on Buffalo.
Yeah, because at the time, well, I was going to get there. So I was going to switch it up there, but you beat me to the punch. I was going to let the people know that, Gil, but you beat me to the punch. Dag on it,
Sorry,
man.
well, I'm
Down,
looking
brother.
at it. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
not right.
No, it ain't right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When this graph came up at the time, the season wasn't over at the time. This was upon to be predicted, but things happened where it switched it. But as Gil was saying, before I could get to the East Coast, Carolina swept Iowa because this was the matchup. Iowa against Carolina. They swept
Mhm.
them, which I
Yes, they did.
predicted Carolina was going to be a tough matchup anyway.
You did say
You know what I
that.
mean?
Yes.
So Boston, on the other hand, is playing Buffalo, and Boston happened to win. So it's 3-2 Buffalo right now. They have to go back to
Mhm.
Boston and close out. Okay. So I still got
That's a good series, man.
great series right there, man. For real. But I think Buffalo, they showed me something. They showed me they are for real. So I got Buffalo winning that series. I think they're gonna win.
So do I.
Tampa is was rough. They play them on now. This is right, y'all. Montreal Tampa is right. And Montreal won tonight. So they're up right now, 3-2. Whew, I still see seven though. I still see seven. I still gonna see seven. I don't. I'm not counting Tampa. It's been a very tough series between these two. It's only been separated by a goal, and they've been in overtime 2 of them games.
That's what you love. That's
That's
what you
what
love.
you really do. And Philly, they pulled it out tonight. They won in overtime 1-0. So they advanced. So they have a tough task because they will be playing Carolina. Philly
Yeah.
ain't bad, but you ain't ready for these guys.
You got to give Philly credit, man. They
I
got
do.
hot late in the year to
Yeah, they
make the
did.
playoffs,
They did.
and then they beat
They
Pittsburgh.
did. I didn't see them beating Pittsburgh. I didn't. Especially a rivalry. That's an in-state rivalry. You know about the Keystone
Hmm.
State. You know what it is. But I think Carolina, not sleeping on Philly, because Philly can play, but I think Carolina's just a bigger animal. Way
I
more
agree.
defensively sound, great goalie. They play real good hockey. They don't beat themselves. It's just very
Carolina
hard.
might be the best in the East right now.
They are,
They might
bro. They
be.
are. I told you they're a very dangerous team. I
You
told you
did.
they are.
You
You
did.
know,
I
uh,
didn't think they were this good, but they are, man.
they're
They're
good,
good.
bro. I've been watching them all year. They're good. You feel me? Anaheim and Edmonton, man. It's a great
How about
series.
that?
It's a great series. McDavid and the boys on the cusp, man. It's 3-2. Anaheim, man, Anaheim ain't slouches. I just thought that Edmonton in the playoffs is a different team, but they're going against a team that can play. So
Hmm.
McDavid got to show why he is supposed to be that guy. He's going to pull
No,
it out.
let's see it.
We're gonna see it, man. Because I don't know, Gil. That one I don't know. I'm still say Edmonton. I'm still say Edmonton, but I don't know because Anaheim been playing some real good hockey. And
Hmm.
one of our comments, brothers that comment on one of our subscribers comment on the Utah series. They said that they thought Utah had Vegas number. That's what they said. They said, um, it's looking. I mean, Utah balling. They look like we'll see tonight if it's going to be a 3-3. We going to push it or they going to
Well,
close out.
that last game was great.
It was great, but wasn't it, Gil?
Vegas pulled it out, but
Yeah,
that last game was great.
yeah, it was tough. It's gonna be a tough, man. The Dallas matchup is tough, bro. This is
Dallas and the Wild, yeah.
man,
Yeah.
Minnesota. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. You know me. I told you Dallas going away to the finals as a dark horse, dark
Hmm.
horse, and it looked like the horse is extremely dark. They might put this joker to sleep. Look like Minnesota might put the dark horse to sleep. Might put Black Stallion out to pasture.
It's
You know
funny
what I mean?
because the Stars used to be in Minnesota.
Were they?
Yeah, they were the Minnesota Stars, and then they
Wow,
moved to
history, man.
Dallas.
History,
Yeah.
man. Wow. So
Yep.
this is our recap, man. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. I love this type of season, man. It's so sad because when it leaves, it's so sad. It's like when the kids when Christmas leave, it's so sad. We gotta get back to the reality of the world. And I'm gonna give y'all a help update. Oh, Rockets up by 11 in a second, bro.
Oh,
They're up
get
by 11. I had a feeling that the Rockets were gonna have a pullout game tonight. With my NHL. The Canadians won tonight. Mammoth is up 2-1, bro. It's 2-2 series tie right now with the Vegas Knights. So I'm gonna be watching that joint as soon as I get off the podcast because that's what I'm
yep.
watching. That in the Lakers game, be flip flopping like the young people. I'll be flip flopping with my flip
Yeah.
flops.
That's what I'll be doing too. That's what
Oh
I'll be
man.
doing too.
Oh,
Before
thank
we
y'all.
go off the
Yes,
air, I
sir.
got two recommendations.
Okay.
and you already mentioned one. I got two things to watch because
Talk
we
to
don't
me.
just do sports; we do sports and entertainment.
Talk to me.
I got two documentaries.
Okay.
The first one is called The Logo, which is about Jerry
Oh, Jerry
West,
Red. Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
on Prime Video.
Yep.
Very good. The second, and you mentioned it, is the Hulk Hogan Real American. That's on Netflix. It's a four-parter, and I just finished it like 2 days ago, and it was really good.
It was
It
really
was
good.
really good. I was
Yeah,
disappointed that Brooke Hogan wasn't in it, his
yeah,
daughter, but I did like that Linda, his ex-wife, his first ex-wife, was in it. And
yeah.
apparently she's the one that provided all the family like videos.
Let's
She's the one
go.
that put that in there.
Let's
So
go.
what I liked about it was it didn't make Hogan seem like so much the good guy,
Yeah.
and it didn't poop on him either. I thought it was a good
Yeah,
balance.
good
If
balance.
you
I
if
love,
you liked Hogan, you're still
yeah.
gonna like him.
Yeah, I like films like that. You know what I mean? Where you can have the balance because we're human, and
Mhm.
people, we people tend to forget that in that space. It's a lot of pressure being in that space, man. As much as you want the fame junkie and the fame monster, it's hard to turn them off. And I was thinking about just the downside, man. Think about it. This dude hit the highest mark you're gonna get in wrestling. He was a superstar,
Oh,
phenomenal, he's
he's the
iconic.
one he's the one that made it mainstream.
Yes, when
It
you think
was
about
him.
it, he's forever going to be solidified for
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying? And imagine that high, Gil. Imagine the low when you holding on to this character, when you holding on to
Mhm.
this because it's coming.
Mhm.
You know it's coming. It's like getting old. You know it's coming, but who wants to get old? Who wants to
Mhm.
embrace this thing called old? You know, whoever thought we would be that guy with the family van, and who would have
Mhm.
thought? Like, no, I thought I'd ever be young, man. Drive around sports cars all day, living life.
Look at rock stars. Look at some of these
Yeah,
guys, how old they are, and they still live the rock star life.
yeah, man.
Look at the Rolling Stones. Look at
Yeah,
the Rolling Stones.
the Rolling
They
Stone.
still they act and live their life like they're still in their 20s.
Yeah, it's hard to
And
accept that
they're
thing.
in their 80s.
It's hard to accept that thing, man. That you don't want to look in that thing. You can see the wrinkles, you can see the bags, you can see the
Mhm.
grays, and it's just like, who is this guy looking back? You ain't had the
Yep.
same engine no more, man. That joint is like, how you go take your car, get tuned up, and you gotta put the extra oil in there, it's thicker oil for the
Yep.
higher miles. You feel
Yep.
me? We got the higher miles oil now, bruh. You know what I mean? That part.
We're we're there.
Yes, sir, man. Not
We're
going.
there.
But anyway,
Anything else you want to add before we
I'm
sign
just
off?
thankful for the podcast, man. We've been going strong, man. Once again, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. And please like, comment. We love the comments, the likes. We're gonna keep pumping y'all with these shorts. We're gonna keep coming because guess what, man? As long as I got breath in my body and that guy over there got breath in his body, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. We're gonna conquer it, man. We don't see obstacles, we only see solutions. Okay, that's what we see over here, brother. Okay, shout out to Hulk Hogan. Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's my guy. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. That guy conquered so many, so many. I was watching his iconic pieces that's been coming across my timeline lately about Francis Ford Coppola and I watch Sigourney Weaver, all these great iconic Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. And if y'all don't know, if you go on YouTube, they have interviews with these actors and it's discussing their iconic roles.
Hmm.
And I
I've
love
watched
it.
it.
Have you watched it? I love the
Hmm.
backstory, bro, because you'd be surprised what it's an iconic thing now. Back then was so many red tape, so much red tape they had to get through, so many mistakes that they thought they made to get to perfection. And we'll look at it like that's perfect, right? Nah, it wasn't. It didn't start out that way. There was a lot of doubts. Like on the
What
Schwarzenegger.
are I got a question for
Yes,
you.
sir.
What are the top three sayings that Arnold Schwarzenegger has
Oh,
said in movies? The
I'll be
top,
back
now
if you
you'll
want.
probably get number one, but two and three in order, I'm not sure you'll get. What's number one?
I'll be back.
I'll be back as number one. What's number
Hasta la
two?
vista, baby.
Nope, didn't make the top
No,
three.
didn't
Didn't
make the
make the
top three.
top three. Didn't make the top three. I can tell you the movie if you want a hint.
Yeah, what's the movie?
Kindergarten Cop.
Be quiet. Who was it?
It's not a tumor. It's not. It's not
It's
a
not
tumor. It's not a
Puma.
tumor. That's number two. And what's number three?
Kevin Gunn. Say no. You don't do it off Total
You want,
Recall.
want me to give you the movie? You should
Yeah.
get it if I give you the movie. The original Predator. Come on, man. Don't tell me you're into Schwarzenegger and you don't know this. The original Predator.
I don't know.
You definitely don't know. Get to the chopper. When
That
he
was
told the
the
chick,
yeah.
when
That was
he's
the
like,
most
don't
iconic
pick up,
scene.
don't pick up the gun, don't attack the Predator.
Get to the chopper.
He yells out, he goes, get to the chopper. That's number three.
I wouldn't have got that.
How'd you not know this? Come on, man.
Oh man, so I'm more of the the sayings he sayings like Michael
That's
Jackson.
not a saying. That's just him making noise.
Yes,
Get
ah,
down.
I got you.
Ah.
Beat up nails for
It's not
girls.
a tumor. It's not a
Just
tumor. Get
don't
to the
drink milk.
chopper.
I don't like milk. It's for babies. I drink beer.
Stick around.
Oh
All
man,
right.
good man.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. Catch us next week on a Tuesday, right around 10:30. We're starting later because of me. Apologies, but outside entities control this podcast sometimes. It is what it is, but you can always go back and check out the footage if you can't watch us live. So we recommend that as well. So we will be back. We're going to talk more NBA, more NHL, and probably a little NFL too, because there's no off season for the NFL. We know this, man. So for Larry Loper, I'm Gilly Rizari. We'll catch you next Tuesday. Be safe. Watch the games, y'all. Deuces.
Yo.